Hi, this is Pam from wearestampers.blogspot.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own DIY Flip It card using the Stampin' Up's Heart Framelits. This is the die that I used to make the Flip It part of the card. So let's get started with that. You need a piece of cardstock. This is So Saffron and it measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and you need to put it into your Simply Scored or your Stampin' Trimmer and score it at 1 7/8 and 2 1/2 inches. 1 7/8 and 2 1/2 inches. Next you need to cut 2 pieces of DSP. This is Pistachio Pudding from the 2013-2015 In Colors Designer Series paper stack. And they measure 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And this piece measures 3 3/4 by 1 5/8. And you just want to glue those down before you get to die cutting. It makes it a lot easier to attach them first. So just glue those down each side, and then we'll put that into the big shot and die cut it. So those are all glued down. Now I'll take the scalloped heart framelit, and what you want to do is line up the center of the heart and the center of the top and the center of the bottom. And if you have the magnetic platform, that would be awesome. You wouldn't have to tape it down. I do not, so I had to tape mine down with washi tape, but that works just fine. And I already have one die cut, but I'm going to show you what I did, because you only are going to partially die cut this out. So hopefully you can see that. What I did after I had it taped down, I centered it up where I wanted it to. You can make it in the center, or you can make it a little towards the top, and tape that down. And then take your top cutting plate and you want to line it up to the scored line only. So once you have that all lined up, run it through your big shot and die cut that, and then you take it out and then you flip it around and do the same thing. Take your top cutting plate, line it up to the scored line only, and then run it through the big shot. So what that does, once you have that die cut, you get a piece that looks like this. You have it die cut on this side, and you only have it die cut partially on this side. So once you have those die cut, then you can fold on your scored line. So this part of the top front of the card, you need to fold it that way, and then this is the back part of the card. You can fold it this direction, so it folds like that. And it doesn't matter that there's paper on here, we're going to be covering those up. So I'm going to take the bone folder and I'm just going to burnish that down a little bit, make it a little bit better to, it's not so stiff. So that's it. And I cut 2 pieces of the crisp cantaloupe In Colors DSP stack out of the same die, and I'm just going to glue those to each side, the front and the back. So just take a little bit of glue and get them on there. It will be a little tricky to put that down in, so what you can do is pop it up and just line up all your scallops and press down, get that glued in. And then for the other side we'll do the same thing. You can also pop it up from the back side, make it a little easier. Once you have it all scored, and die cut it, you can manipulate it either direction. It's not going to hurt it, because you can always just bend it backwards. So then take this one and line up your scallops and get that glued in place. And once you have them glued into place, you can pop those back out. So when your card folds, you will have each side. So to decorate